focus in on one of the most important things in our lives. And sometimes you may not think it's important. It may be just a casual afterthought. It's your attitude. When something goes wrong, what thoughts come into your mind? No problem, I got this? Or are you one of these people that would respond this way in your brain? Man, I can't deal with another thing. Why is this happening to me? I really know, with all the things going right and wrong, these things come into your brain instantly. You're going to be programmed with one of those two responses. No problem, I got this thing. Man, I can't deal with another thing. Why is this happening to me? We could go on with that thought. Standard greeting used today is, how are you doing today? And sometimes when that's used, I cringe because really people are using it as a greeting. It's like, hello, hey there, how you doing? And people have asked me that all the time. I always say incredible. Incredible. Life is good today. I'm doing so well, it's scary. Really, all of my responses are in a positive frame of mind like that. But most generally, it's incredible. I've got a news flash for you. My life isn't always incredible. So why do I say it's incredible? Because the fact is, that's what I'm focusing in on. I'm not saying don't deal with your issues. But my response is always going to be incredible, doing great. Man, fantastic. You see, you're going to concentrate on something all of the time. All of the time, your brain's going to focus in on something. Generally, it's going to be your issues. And without any process or understanding of how that works, let me share with you how that works. It controls your thoughts. It eats you up, spits you out, and deals with your brain like a cancer, consuming your quality of life, making it miserable to go through the day. I can barely get through to lunch. Man, now I'm almost through to dinner time. And your thoughts are totally focused in on your issue, whatever that issue may be. Could be that that's financial. Could be that that's a relationship issue. Could be it's job performance. Today we're going to look at this in some more detail. Do you think there's anything positive that comes out of your thoughts being totally on your issue? One positive thing. Fact is, there isn't one. There's not one positive thing that comes out of you allowing your brain to totally focus in on the negative issues that you're having for the day. Now, it doesn't mean you don't want to deal with them. Doesn't mean you hide from them. I'm not suggesting any of that. What's your response going to be? What is your action plan going to be? These are things that you can literally do that make a difference. What am I going to do? What action can I take to change this issue? That's positive. That's necessary. That's a part of growing into the best you can be. But when we totally focus in, we allow control of the issue without disrupting the way that you're thinking about it. It's destructive. when you get asked, how are you doing today? When that's a greeting, have you ever asked someone that and had them respond with 15 things going wrong? And then you sit there and you really were just saying a greeting, and yet they're totally consumed with sharing their problems and their concerns and what's going wrong with their lives. Have you ever been in that situation and go, oh man, I don't have time for this. Why did I ask that? Because you really didn't care. You really didn't want to know how are you doing and how they were doing. You were just giving them a greeting. And you've met people like this that are so focused in on their issues and so destructive that you're not even wanting to be around them because it's all the time the same thing. This is wrong or that is wrong. They bring you down in the involvement with their lives on a continued basis. And in essence, when you get this type of destructive behavior in your own brain, understand there's some great truth with this. I think if you have a problem going on, it's okay to feel bad for a short period of time. Give yourself a time limit. Now, I personally like 0. Part of that's because coming up on the big 6-0 this year, I'll be 60. Means that, gosh, at best, I'm in the third quarter of life. I don't have time for a bad day anymore. Really don't. Now, it doesn't mean I can't have bad moments. Bad moments are going to happen. I give it personally a time limit on my bad moments. My time limit is 0. I don't have any time to waste or stay there or relish in the pain or discomfort of the moment. No time. Life is too short. Now, if you're 20 or 30 or you're a younger guy or girl, you might say, I'm going to give myself a time limit of 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, I'm going to allow myself to feel miserable because of this negative thing that happened to me in my life. Not a bad time limit. Some things actually might take a week. But without control, understanding these are choices and how the brain works, it could be as easily a year, or 5, or 10. Could control your life and your thoughts and your emotions, and also your efficiency on the job, your earnings potential, your relationship with your spouse, your kids. The list goes on. You see, it controls your entire life. Can't be tolerated, can't be allowed. So when you have an issue, when things do go wrong, get your action outline, prepare your response to it, and get after it. Go for it. Reach. Deal with it. But don't accept it to chew away at your brain and your thoughts for an ongoing period of time. No time for it. There is no positive when you focus on the negative. I'm going to say that again. There is no positive when you focus on the negative. It will eat your spirit like a cancer. Zig Ziglar said something great, and for those of you that don't know who Zig Ziglar is, he's a motivational speaker with a Christian background that literally I read dozens of books, met personally several times. and have been inspired by. Zig Ziglar says, attitude is like a bath. You take a bath every day, don't you? Attitude is the same. Same as a bath. Every day you got to do something to keep and maintain positive thoughts. Or just like not taking a bath. If you didn't take a bath over a period of time, what would happen? You would stink. You would smell. It wouldn't take that long a time either. Zig Ziglar is saying something very wise here. Attitude is the same. Are you reading motivational books, CDs, whatever? Are you listing out the good characteristics about you as an individual? Are you kind, giving, caring? Write this stuff down. Read that list every day. Develop a strength in understanding who you are and what you're about. Every day read a motivational book of some kind or listen to a CD. If you got something in your drive-in lot, surely you can pop in a motivational CD. Some of the inspiration that comes from that is incredible. You will learn from generally every one of those things. Negative or positive thinking, believe it or not, is a choice. It's a process of sorts. Realize this great truth and don't let your brain be on autopilot. You see, by that I mean, if you're not in control of your thoughts, if you're not in control of your response, if you're not in control of your attitude, who have you given that authority to? Who have you given that choice to? Someone that walks up and gives you a rough time? Never. Control your thoughts carefully and well. Then you can count on your day being incredible. Thanks for your time, and I'll talk to you all next week.
Hi, are you struggling to increase your service department's effective labor rate? Many dealerships today are. We can help you with our proven process and years of experiences. My team has been through all that you face today. We have found solutions for even the largest problems, such as employees that are not team players, no one updating the customer on the completion time of their vehicle, no walkarounds being performed at all, and worst of all, shrinking profit margins. Fix Performance is the solution you've been looking for. We will take your service department to the next level of performance by increasing your customer retention, turning your staff into a team, and best of all, maximizing your effective labor rate. So let me ask you, what are you waiting for? Give us a call today at 888-205-8718. Fix Performance, where we have total commitment to your team's excellence.